one last game. Obviously, going to be the Bill Belichick game. All eyes are going to be on that. He plays against TCU, whose notable quarterback is known for something. He is a furry, and that is a very well-known thing. I remember telling you about that yes, their quarterback is openly a furry. We're not here to shame anybody if that's what you like to do in your extracurricular time.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. Yeah.
It's just a little bit odd that your starting quarterback is one and is openly one. Then Bill Belichick, obviously.
How's Belichick going to use that to his advantage?
I mean, let me tell you this. I don't
know. Have a linebacker bark at him or something.
Well, I thought that maybe get him enticed. I do not know, Caleb. That may actually work opposite against him. But the other thing also.
Want to go for a walk and he just.
But I think it's probably like the height. I bet you is like if UNC loses, you lost to a guy who's a furry. Like, come on now. I didn't leave the NFL for this.
I didn't piss away my NFL career to coach a bunch of guys who can't beat a dog.
That I think, but also like what I said about Coach Belichick, this is the easiest
for the Jets to hire me.
I think this is the easiest schedule he's ever going to be dealt with at UNC. He's going to beat the teams he's supposed to beat, and he's going to lose to the teams he's supposed to. If he loses to TCU, this is going to be a very rough year for him. And
let's do a quick UNC rundown, shall we? I'm going to go through the schedule, and then you tell me win or loss.
Gotcha.
TCU.
I'm going to go with a win.
Charlotte.
Win.
Richmond.
Win.
UCF at UCF.
Win.
Versus Clemson.
Loss.
At Cal.
I think the true freshman may beat this dude, but I'm going to give Cal a win on that one.
Virginia.
Win.
Syracuse.
Win.
Stanford.
Win.
At Wake Forest.
Win.
Versus Duke.
Rivalry game, so that's always a 50-50 shot on that one. I'm going to give Duke maybe a win. No, they're playing at home, so I mean technically it's a home game for both of them. But
it's in Chapel Hill.
Yeah. But I'd give them the win, not over that.
You're giving UNC the win?
Yeah, I'll give them UNC a win on that.
NC State.
And they're supposed to win that game. You like literally look at this schedule. Like it's very favorable. Very favorable for them. They're, mind you, in that whole conversation that we just had, there are 3 games I'm concerned for them. One of them is a Cal team with
Clemson, Cal, and
Duke because it's a rivalry game, not because of it's because you do have to throw away all that stuff. Like when it comes to rivalry games in college football, your record does not matter. I have seen a 6-6 Georgia Tech team beat a Georgia team.
Who's playing quarterback for UNC this week?
Their starting quarterback. Let's see. What's it say on Our Lads?
Is it Max Johnson, the senior?
Should be. I mean, they got Gio Lopez.
Maybe Gio Lopez.
It's one of those. I mean, let's see what Our Lads say, and they're usually really good.
Because I haven't heard much about camp over there.
Gio Lopez is their starting quarterback.
Gio Lopez. Okay, he's from Madison, Alabama.
Transfer, redshirt sophomore.
Is that Madison,
and Alabama? Freshman is their backup as of right now, Bryce Barker.
Gotcha. Okay. In 2024, Gio Lopez.
Oh my God!
500 yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Dude, their defense only has 2 returning starters. Everybody else is a transfer.
That's what Belichick likes to see.
Yep.
Gio Lopez is a transfer from South Alabama.
Yep. They're offensively, they only have 4 total transfers starting: wide receiver, left tackle, right guard, quarterback, which isn't bad. I mean, that means what's it? 3 out of 5 of your offensive line, which to me is the most important part. Like if it was a fully transferred offensive line, I would have serious concerns for this. But I'm probably gonna, like I said, like look how easy their schedule is, bro. Like even somebody who doesn't follow college football like you do, like you could have predicted 8 wins out of that because of their, like, bro, Charlotte, come on. Like even you as little as you follow college football know that like Wake Forest isn't a good football team.
No, yeah.
Syracuse, even though we were both fans of what's his face last year.
Yep.
Yeah, like they lost him. They're not that good. Same thing with UCF, Richmond. Like, come on now. Like, and even NC State or Duke, they're not notable like powerhouses. Like NC State doesn't have Russell Wilson there anymore. They don't like Duke doesn't have any notable. Even when Duke was good, they weren't that good. So I think this is just it's a typical UNC team, which is an 8-4 team, at best 10 wins. Like you're supposed to win 10 wins this year, and that's why I said you paid Bill Belichick all this money to do what you're already going to do.
Yeah.
That
fired the last guy because he's too old. Then you hired a guy who was 1 year younger.
But the thing is, Max Brown was such a great coach for UNC. One, he went back home. That's where he first started his first success before he went to Texas. And also, the dude was a hell of a recruiter, man. Like, he got really good teams at UNC, and he overperformed with those teams. I don't think Bill Belichick's going to overperform. I think overperforming for Bill Belichick this year would going undefeated.
That overperforming might be a ACC championship berth.
Yeah, but then also and that's what I'm saying. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's just the fact that you paid him all this money to do that. So it wasn't like, hey, Bill, we're paying you all this money, and if you win 8 games, that's a great win for us. Like, no, this is like good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that's what I'm saying. He's in a lose-lose situation, and then God forbid all the other stuff about his dang girlfriend, like on top of that too, and all this other notable things. Like that's why I'm just a little bit concerned when it comes to Bill Belichick and UNC. You paid all this money to do what? To do what you were already going to do? No. And then on top of that, what about this project screams long term?
Nope.
What about this project says that he is going to be Nick Saban all of a sudden at UNC? None. If anything, he's here for at best 1.5 years. And on top of that, too, he's going to a job in which most people his age retire at, not get into for the first time. So
none of this adds up.
Exactly. And on top of that, it wasn't like, I don't understand. Supposedly he has connections to North Carolina. Like,
yeah, his dad coached there in like the 50s.
Yeah, it's a stretch. Okay. Like there.
He in his press conference, he was like, my dad told me that my first 2 words were beat Duke.
I bet not.
I bet.
Yeah, okay. But that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like, it's not even a legacy school football wise. It's not like, granted, UNC has produced great NFL talent. That is 100% true. Julius Peppers. I mean, you also had Robert Quinn. You've had Akeem Nicks. Like, you've had years of Tar Heels being good. Like,
hopefully we got one up in Foxborough.
But I wouldn't say that it is a blue blood at all in the sense when it comes to
like, they're a basketball school.
100%. I mean, most of the ACC is. And like, that's why I'm just not understanding like what people are saying about Bill Belichick and anything in a positive sense about this, because it's like, you paid him all this money to do exactly what you were supposed to do. Like, you could have hired any other coach to be there. Like, an offensive coordinator from Arizona State probably would have done the same thing here. And you did all that. So that means you're putting yourself in a situation where he has to go undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
And then anything less than that is what you not paid for. And then he's not going to be there long term. There's no way. The moment, like, for instance, if Jerry Jones really becomes senile and all of a sudden calls Bill Belichick and say, hey, you're going to be the next head coach after Schottenheimer after this season.
You think Bill's not going to take it?
Yeah, stop. Okay, Bill Belichick would have. I never said that as my first words. If anything, I like Duke better. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, this is the weirdest narrative in college football right now. Is that one, because it's just like, it isn't like they got a notable transfer neither. That's not that. They didn't. None of these transfers were notable. They're just a lot of them, and it isn't like all the money they spent was on him and his girlfriend. So it isn't like a Texas Tech situation where it's like you spent $55 million in NIL to get all these players, and then like one of them so happens to be 5-star players. Some of them were like notable starters and like other places, and you flipped them. But like, I'm just not understanding this narrative. I think, like, if he goes 7-5, they may fire his ass. Now, granted, they probably can't because, like, but also, mind you, like, how rich UNC is. I mean, dude, it's Michael Jordan's school. Like, you have dumb amount of money there. Like, the amount of rich people who have went to that school, the amount of former basketball players that went to that school, like, that have all this vetted interest into them. Like, you're going to do absolutely fine to get away from the Bill Belichick situation. And there's just going to be a funny time in sports history where that dude coached college football and had the biggest fall from grace.
Yeah, in a
ever.
decade. When Explicitly Unbiased makes it in a decade, we'll have an episode talking about. Yeah, remember that time that Bill Belichick?
No, that's going to happen within 2 years. That's going to happen within 2 years, Caleb. That's not going to be a 10-year. That's not going to be a 10-year thing. We're going to talk about this literally in 2027. Be like, hey, you remember when UNC decided it was a great idea to make Bill Belichick's girlfriend our GM? And mind you, too, like, not for nothing, Mike Lombardi, was it Lombardi is their GM?
Mick Lombardi, yeah.
Yes, like, dude, what? Like, this is not 07. Like, this is not even like 2004. And like, even if you did, how much of a different game UNC is in comparison to the Patriots? Like, dude, like, it's not even like you went to Alabama. It's not even like you went to Tennessee. Hell, I would have give you credit if you went to Ole Miss. Like, or like, what if Florida State got him instead? I would maybe respect that at least, you know, but like UNC, bro, like, was that the only job that was on the table for you?
Yes.
Like,
the NFL told him to get fucked.
Yeah, because what was it? I mean, me and you talked about this before, like last year, about how did Mike Vrabel not get a job for a whole year? Insane to me. How did Pete Carroll?
I think now it's starting to add up that Belichick not getting an NFL job was kind of sane.
Yeah, because what was it? The only team that interviewed him was the Atlanta Falcons, and he said he wanted complete control of the team.
Yes,
and that's why they said no, because they didn't trust him. And good for them.
Look like they're better off for it.
Exactly.